Hey guys, I am about to transplant some of my succulents to some new pots. As you can see, they've outgrown their current pots, and I've had a few people ask me about my process, so I thought I'd make a quick video and kind of show you guys what I do. So I use the Miracle-Gro Cactus Palm and Citrus potting mix, and I also add old-fashioned oats and Epsom salt to them. The oats is supposed to boost the quality of the soil, and the Epsom salt prevents transplanting shock. In addition, I also feed them the succulent food once a week, maybe twice, depending on if it's rained a lot. And for the mixture, I basically add some of the old dirt from the current plant mixed in with the new dirt, some oats, and then the salt. And I kind of eyeball it. I don't really have a measurement for it. Just kind of mix it all in there, and it seems to be doing really well. So just add a little bit of that and a little sprinkle of Epsom salt. Like I said, I don't really have any measurements. I just kind of get a feel for it and eyeball it until it looks pretty even, and mix all of that in. Here I am, just kind of removing some of this dirt. I don't think you could see it very clearly on the other video. And here's another wonderful thing about succulents. Anytime I break off a piece on accident, or if I'm trimming them, I just kind of stick them back in the soil and just kind of water it and feed it like it's a normal plant, and it'll just start to grow an entire new plant, which is wonderful. As you can see, this is just a little leaf, and I just stuck it in the ground, in the pot, and it just started growing roots, and pretty soon it'll be its own little plant. And for these little tiny ones, I just kind of put them in their own pot along with other little ones that have started to grow, like this little guy here. I think it was a leaf, and I just left it in the dirt, and now it has its own roots. So I'll just kind of put them in there together until they get a little bigger, and then I'll just put them in their own separate pots. So all of the plants I have basically started by making a fairy garden at our local nurseries, workshops, or just here at home. We kind of just got some supplies and started making them, and got these big pots. I think it was Home Depot or Lowe's, and just kind of added a variety of them with decorations. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of put each plant in its own pot. I got this huge pack on Amazon for pretty cheap, just to kind of let them grow a little bigger on their own, and then of course we'll put them in another pot for decorative purposes. But for now, we're just gonna separate them all and kind of let them get bigger. So another neat thing is, a lot of these plants will start shooting blooms. I've had some that I've had for quite a while, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden, they'll just sprout a flower. So when that happens, I just kind of flip it where it kind of starts, separate it there, and then I'll just plant this on its own, and it kind of just goes off and does its own thing. This one may bloom, this one will continue to just grow and get a little wider. I'm going to put this one in a bigger pot just because that one's so nice and round. Probably put that big one in this original pot, but I am still going to refresh the soil with the same method. And on my bigger plants, I do put some rocks at the bottom just to kind of help with the drainage. And I'll top this off with fresh soil. Kind of put my bigger ones in there. Again, just kind of press it down so it'll stay in its spot. This one has some new little babies, so we're going to gently separate and give them their own little pots. Look how rooty that is. If any of the leaves look kind of brown and dead, I don't bother with those. But if a healthy one falls off, I'll go ahead and keep it and replant it. of babies. There we go. Okay, we are all done. It's a little later in the day. They are all repotted, fed, and watered. It made quite a few. As you can see, I put the bigger ones together in this big pot just because they didn't fit in the smaller pots. So there they are. And we'll just continue to take care of these babies until I need to repot them again. Let me know if you have any questions or tips or advice, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.